Hey everyone, Denise Drews here. I'm super excited about this ride, so jump on, let's go. I'm gonna do about a 5-minute warm up here. So make sure that your seat is high enough that your legs are almost straight at the bottom of the pedal stroke. We've got light resistance on the wheel, not too much, but not nothing. Make sure you've got something underneath you that you can push your feet into. And today's ride, we are going to let some stuff go. I don't know about you. Well, I probably do know about you. We've been holding on to some stuff, right? It's been a wicked year. And I find myself very often just holding on to things that I probably don't need to hold on to. Fear, worry, anxiousness, stress, other people's opinions, other people's fear, anxiousness, and stress. I'd love to use this ride as a way to, at least for this hour, leave some of that behind. So as you turn these pedals, just choosing a pace that feels good to you. If you're a rhythm rider, this song is 180 beats per minute. So if you're matching the beat, you're right about 90 RPMs. This should feel easy, light. So RPMs, revolutions per minute. That's how many times one pedal turns in 1 minute. So right now, choose a leg. That leg is pushing the pedal 90 times in the next minute. The other term we use for that is cadence or pedal frequency. I'm going to use cadence and RPM interchangeably in this ride, so you know what I mean. Breathe in through your nose, breathe out of your mouth. This ride will work for the beginner rider as well as the advanced rider. As a Schwinn trainer, probably my favorite thing about our coaching is that a brand new rider can be next to an elite cyclist and both will get what they came for. As we go through the stages of easy, moderate, hard, and breathless, you get to choose what works for you. We'll base that on how you feel, perceived exertion. So we've just got 2 stages today. Each stage gets us out of the saddle, working to the beat of the music, and then it will bring us down to a little rolling road where you get to choose how you show up. That'll be the hard work, and then we'll recover. We'll do that twice. Got a little heel at the end, and we will be on our way into our day, a little lighter, a little more free. So take a few more deep breaths here. Get some oxygen into your muscles. Just gonna make one little adjustment here. So what do you notice about your breath as we start this workout? You notice it's easy to take a deep breath? Is your breath shallow or choppy? Can you pull breath all the way into the bottom of your lungs? Might even feel like there's breath in the back of your body, lower back, middle back. So heading out, I want you to think of just one thing you can set aside, let go of, or leave behind. Just one thing. And it doesn't have to be the big thing, although it is great. Slow your legs, find about 60 RPMs, and we'll start to add a little bit of resistance, coming up to moderate intensity. That means not too hard, but not too easy now. We want it to start to feel like work, effort. 7 on a scale of 1 to 10. We're gonna reach forward and stand. So for about 4 minutes, let's just work with the tempo of the music. Our feet match the beat. Our hips touch the saddle very lightly. And if ever we're standing too long, feel free to sit. If ever we're sitting too long, feel free to stand, okay? It's your ride, your way. I'm just here to play DJ, coach, motivational speaker now and then. Okay, so this thing you're leaving behind, you know, you could choose something like that day to-do list. I'm gonna let it go today. I'm gonna take a whole day, no list, and live my life with what comes up. That could be a thing. If you've been holding on to a lot of stress, tension, maybe that's the thing. Just gonna let go of stress today. How? I'm gonna ride hard, breathe deep, and notice when stress starts to creep back into my life. This letting go could be a piece of furniture or something that you've been wanting to clear your space of for a while. Maybe it's a closet that needs to be cleaned out, or something that can be forgiven. You choose. And just for this moment, I want you to imagine that you're riding on a tandem bicycle, and that thing is riding behind you. So it's with you, but it's just behind you. It might feel like a little bit of weight pulling you backwards, because it definitely is, right? We're just gonna ride with that. And notice that simple act of putting that thing behind you opens up what's in front of you. So I want you to look ahead. Be here. Look at the road ahead of you without that. All right? Now breathe. Breathe deep. Get oxygen to your muscles. All you gotta do is feel that tempo and ride with it. Hands are light on the handlebars. Notice there's a little bounce in your elbows. So arms are not locked and stiff. There's a little looseness. Notice your shoulders are down away from your ears and there's no tension up here. Notice the way your whole body very slightly shifts from side to side over the pedals. It's not a big shift. It's not this. It's a tiny little shift of weight. And you feel that saddle just tapping each side of your butt. You feel a tiny bit more weight in one hand and then the other. Deeper breaths. Body's getting warmer, yeah? Heart rate's coming up a little. Manageable, but we're in it to win it. Go ahead and have a seat. Hips are on the very back of the saddle. Get a sense of pushing forward before you push down. Wiggle your toes inside of your shoes. We don't want to have tension in the feet. All right, friends, here's what's going to happen. I want you to imagine a rolling road, meaning that sometimes it gets a little harder, sometimes it gets a little easier. You get to choose now for the next 7 minutes how you ride. If you are riding with tempo, with the music, you're right about 70 RPMs. You can choose to go faster or slower. You can choose more or less resistance. You can choose to stand and sit. But what I ask is that you take these 7 minutes to challenge yourself. I want you to go to that hard place, bring it back to moderate. Hard to moderate. So I'll give you some examples, but you do you. So for this first example, I'm adding resistance and I'm just gonna get ahead of the beat. This is how I usually feel that level 8 out of 10, hard effort. I start to notice that I'm more breathy, more challenged. So you get to choose how long you stay there, and then you'll bring it back to moderate. That's one example, stand and sit. As soon as you feel that you're back to moderate, back to where, okay, I got this, you're gonna go again. Challenge yourself as many times as you can over the course of about 6 more minutes. Stay connected to your breath. You might close your eyes, come inside, and feel what's happening in here. Let that be your guide as to what level 7 is and what level 8 is. What do you need to change? Awareness in body. Body and breath working together. Second example, I'm gonna add some resistance and I'm gonna speed up my legs. That's another way to get up into that hard territory. A little sprint, a little push. Notice your breath changes. Deep breaths. Body needs that oxygen. You decide how long you stay up here and when you recover. And recover is not really a true word. We just come back a little to moderate. We're just about halfway through this drill. Pay attention to your body. Pay attention to your breath. Rolling hills. Core engaged. Happy place. Third example, I'm gonna keep my cadence just where it is, but I'm gonna add a lot of resistance. That's another way to create that rolling hill push. So those are the tools at your disposal. Stand or sit, resistance on and off, speed, pedal speed, rolling hills. You got about 3 more minutes. Close your eyes and ride your rolling road. Nicely done. Couple more minutes. Now I want you to know that right after this, we are going to recover together back to easy. So knowing that, what do you do for the next 2 minutes? Can you push yourself to a higher edge over the next 2 minutes? Can you put a couple more rolling hills on your road? Challenge yourself so that you earn that recovery. How about that, huh? Really strong legs. Whether you're at moderate or hard, there's resistance on the wheel. When it starts to get hard, deepen your breath. Pull more oxygen into your body. Give yourself that gift. Fresh, oxygenated blood coursing through your veins, feeding your muscles. Rolling road, it's your choice. Your personal little stretch of highway right here. How do you ride it? All right, well, we did it. Good job on that. Drop some resistance, keep a little bit on. And let's just take an active recovery break. Easy. This might be a great place to drink some water, to hydrate, to towel off a bit, to sit up and stretch. Let your body feel ease. Because in 2 minutes, we will do exactly what we just did. We'll stand up together. We'll ride with some resistance on the wheel, tempo ride. And then you'll have another rolling road, your choice. Option to really push yourself on this second round. You're just at the halfway mark of this ride. We've got a stage, we've got a little hill, and some cool down, and that's it. So way to go. Way to go. Now at some point in the next minute, I'd like you to reach back and release that rider behind you. You can send them on their way with some kind words. You can just acknowledge for yourself that the road ahead is a little harder and you need a little less weight. You need to be lighter in order to take on the challenge that's ahead of you. You don't need a backpack. You don't need that heavy weight. So I want you to just say out loud as you gently and lovingly release that rider behind you, I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need this. What I need is my own strength, my breath, this bike, the people on this screen with me. That's what I need right now. That road ahead of me. I don't need that. So when you find that starting to creep back in, use that mantra and see if it helps you. I don't need this. I don't need this. I need this. I think that visual helps too. I don't need that, what's behind me. I need what's ahead of me. All right, here we go, my friends. Stage 2 starts now. Give me some resistance on the wheel. Find your strong core because we're going to be standing for about 3 minutes. Let's take it up right here. Now, while we're here, I'm going to talk to you about riding position. First of all, just play around with where your hands are. Reach forward, come back a little, reach wide, come narrow, and see if you can find a place where you feel most stable on your handlebars. And by stable, what I mean is light hands, but they're very comfortable, just holding a little bit of your body weight here. We have found our way back up to that level 7. Not too hard, but certainly not easy. Another thing we want to look at with riding position is a really long spine. So try to resist this rounded, tucked position. Reach your tailbone back. Take one hand, put it in the crease of your hip, and press to see if you can feel your thigh and your hip bone pinching together. If you can feel that, that means that you're hinging from the hips and you're using the muscles of the hips more effectively while also protecting your low back. All good stuff. Let yourself be here. Notice that you're a little lighter right now. Backpack on. Back rider gone. Freedom up ahead. It's easier to breathe. Woo. See what happens if you reach your hips back just a couple more inches. So that saddle taps the top of your thighs. Just a little, maybe an inch back. Chest lifted, core strong. Loving it, yeah? Oh yeah. Just ahead, another stretch of rolling road. Rider's choice. Have a seat. Grab a quick sip of water. And let's do it. So with your hips on the very back of the saddle, you will have about 7 minutes, again, your choice. Your choice of how you ride this. If you're a rhythm rider, we are right about 80 RPMs. Remember your options, stand or sit, faster or slower, resistance up, and back to moderate. We are going for hard on this one, challenging. Here in the saddle, let's play again with a few hand positions. Thumb over thumb. Right here in the center, this narrow position is common when we're on a flat road. And just relax your elbows, lengthen your spine, and ride in narrow. You can try a little wider depending on what structure your handlebars have. Maybe all the way out wide. If you do a lot of outdoor riding, maybe you're used to being down on that tri-bar, and so all the way forward feels better to you. Play with hand position. Find where you're comfortable. Settle in. You are free and light. The only resistance are these rolling hills. So we just create those with speed, gear, or position. Close your eyes and feel this experience. Feel freedom. Feel lightness. Feel energy. Feel eagerness. Feel the pull forward. Feel pushing ahead. And if anything creeps in that isn't helpful here and now, I don't need that. I don't need that. Said with love, said with compassion, I just don't need that right now. It's not helpful. Most of our brains are wired for drama. And I just find it so interesting. I saw something online this morning and I couldn't stop reading, and it was really like negative. And I felt it in my body and I couldn't stop reading. Ugh. I had to catch myself about halfway through this article and just say, I don't need this. This is in no way helpful. My nervous system, my blood pressure, all of that, not helpful. So here we go. You're more than halfway through this rolling road. Continue to challenge yourself. Hard and moderate. Hard and moderate. What we do need right now is breath, oxygen, good positioning, resistance. We need strength, belief in ourselves, a positive mantra. So in this moment, what do you need? Let a positive word emerge and hold that. Put it on your handlebars. Strength, resilience, energy, passion, freedom. Bring it here. Shoulders relaxed. Deep breath. We got about another minute. Can you hit another rolling hill? Change up your hands a little bit. Keep ease there. Come on, give me one more little push. One more rolling hill. Get after it, because coming up very soon is another short little active recovery back down to easy. So you want to really earn that. You don't want to leave anything on the table. Whew. Come on. Strong riders. Determination. What do you need? Use a word. Take it now. Woo. Working here. Hope you are too. Hope you sound like me. All right, resistance low. I earned this recovery, did you? Okay, there we go. Good times. Whew. All right, couple of minutes here, and then as promised, 1 5-minute hill, and then it's your cool down. So that's all we have ahead of us is one more hill. This is easy right now. This is time to celebrate what you just did, regroup, towel off, change up your position. What do you need right now besides breakfast or lunch or a cocktail? What do you need right now? What's gonna help you work hard for 5 minutes? Maybe even to the breathless place in our last push. Mentally, what can help you? Is it a goal? Maybe a goal that you have, a desire, a personal strength that you're working on. What do you need? What helps you now? Whew. I'm riding on a brand new bike today, and it's got a lot of resistance. Even all the way down to 0, it's got a lot. So that's good for me, and I can't cheat. You know, instructors cheat, right? We didn't cheat, we couldn't talk as much. That's the big secret. Because if you're truly working anaerobically or breathless, there's no talking. That's how you know. So even at hard effort, you should only be able to get a few words out. So if I'm just chatting away at you, you know you're working harder than me. That's why we have to go take classes and do other rides. Because when you're teaching, it's a little bit below the bar. There's the big secret. Every instructor in the world is going to be angry with me for letting that cat out of the bag. As we head to this hill, I'd like you to start winding that resistance on and make it good and solid. I'd like you to think of that word again, that thing that you need right now, that thing that's going to pull you. We're going to get back on a tandem bicycle again. This time, you are the back rider, and that word, that thing that you need, it's right there ahead of you, and it's going to help you. Ready? Let's get up. All right, I want you to find something around 70 RPMs. I challenge you for the next 4 minutes to keep as much resistance as you can on this wheel. Every minute or so, let's add a little so the legs know we've been here, okay? Deal? Keep breathing deeply. Keep your hands loose. Hips are tapping that saddle in your back a little bit. That's where you're going to really get those glutes to help the quads. Close your eyes. Picture a real hill. A real hill. And you're on a tandem bike, so it's hard. It's especially hard for that rider who's pulling you. That rider is called what? What's the word for what helps you right now? My rider is called perseverance. That rider ahead of me is my coach. So when I am tempted to let off gear or sit, that rider ahead of me encourages me to stick with it, persevere. Try to keep your cadence around 70. Try to keep a pleasant look on your face, even though you're working really, really hard. I would like these next 2 minutes to be the hardest of this whole ride. And since we're staying at 70, the only way to get there is to add resistance to the wheel. Come on, now let's do it. Feel that. Be right there with that. Breathing in, breathing out. We've got about a minute. Perseverance. What's your word? Say it out loud. And how does that word help you? How does that rider ahead of you help you complete this hard hill? What do you say about one more gear? Add one more time. Promise that's the last time I'll ask you. Everything we've got right here in these pedals. All of it right here. Woo. There's the top, right there. Come on, crawl over the top. Should feel a little bit breathless right now. Woo. Oh, okay, that's fun, huh? Feels good to be at the top. Get a head downhill now. We'll pause for a moment to grab some water. Jump in a waterfall. Oh, that sounds nice, doesn't it? Okay, resistance low. Grab a quick drink. Whew. Choose a pedal speed that feels easy to you as we taper off. We'll keep moving our legs for about a minute. Just flushing it out. Notice if you took on any tension anywhere in your body. It's helpful to say out loud, I did it. I did it. Whew. Resistance comes off. Legs slow down. Keep pedaling at a really slow pace. I'm gonna get you some cool down music. Woo. Beautiful, beautiful job, everybody. So with legs slowing down, body sitting upright. If you have a towel with you, I want you to grab that. We'll use this for our stretches. First of all, dry off the sweat. And as you take some nice deep breaths, bring your arms up high, stretch. Arms high and back. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. That's the mantra for the day. Try it on. It helps me a lot when I notice. Pull down, stretch up. A little bit of work in your back, a little bit of stretch in the front. And then as that towel comes down, just round your back over the handlebars, chin to chest. You can stop your legs and just feel stretch between your shoulders. Arms behind you now. Stretch your shoulders back this way. Shoulder extension. The counter for all of our forward typing, leaning, sitting, sleeping. Lift as high as you can and breathe into your chest. Move your neck around a little bit. Come back to the handlebars. Stand on your pedals so that your feet are staggered, front and back. And then go ahead and shift your hips back So you're feeling, drop your heels, you'll feel calves and hamstrings. And breathe there as if you had lungs in the backs of your legs. Breathe into the back of your body. Tight. Come up and switch. Calves first, hamstrings second. Let yourself breathe deeply and sigh long and loud. Free. Open, receptive, looking ahead. Unencumbered, unhindered. I hope this ride has left you feeling like that. As we come off the bike, bring your hands to your hips, your glutes, and press down on your hips so that your lower back feels long. Lift your chest. And see if you can feel like you're putting space between your hips and your shoulders. So really press your hips down, lift your shoulders high, and feel that. Just feel all that length and space inside of you. If you'd like a little more, press your hips forward and pull your chest even higher. The hips are still pressing down. Just allowing that psoas, that large muscle that runs here, to lengthen. And as you come back to neutral, just hold on to the bike anywhere and push one hip out. See if you can feel something stretching here, TFL. And then if you roll that foot sideways, bring that down a little more into the IT band, the arm comes up and over. Think of height and length more than crunching down into your waist. If you need that help for balance, you can switch to the other side of your bike, or maybe just rock your hip out, open up that foot, and the other arm comes up. Just giving yourself room to breathe. Taking an exaggerated breath and a long exhale. And as that arm floats down, just pause right here. Feet planted firmly on the ground. We'll take one more deep breath up together. Look up, lower the arms, chest expands. Go throughout the rest of your day like this. You're amazing. Enjoy your day. So glad you joined me.